Good morning. I am just making a quick clip just to let you know that I finished Prowl by Colleen Coble, the second book in the Sanctuary series. I imagine that it's not just a duology, that the series should continue, so I'm looking forward to that. And one thing I didn't mention in yesterday's clip is I went to my NetGalley queue, and let me get another window. I don't want to close the one that I have open. So I went to my NetGalley queue yesterday to look at my books that need to be reviewed. So if I go to my shelf and then I go to give feedback, it tells me how many I have, but it separates how many ebooks I have versus how many audiobooks. So when I tap audiobooks, there are 35 outstanding audiobook reviews that I owe. And not quite all of them outstanding. Let me correct this. What She Saw by Mary Burton, that's out now, but I just got it, I think, yesterday or the day before. 100 Rules for Living to 100 by Dick Van Dyke. I read that. I just have to review it. The Girl in the Window by A.J. McDine. Of course, like I said, I read it. The Storm by Rachel Hawkins doesn't come out until January, so I'm going to leave that to the side. I Took Her First by Samantha Hayes. Again, almost done reviewing it, and I will post it. One more. One of the Family by Jess Ryder, October 30th, and it's late, but I'm going to get that one up. So, barring those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 29 outstanding audiobooks that never got reviewed. A couple of them I did read, and a couple of them, and most of them I did not listen to. Okay, so I am going to be listening to 'Twas the Bite Before Christmas by David Rosenfeld. It's a 2023 book that I read and never reviewed on NetGalley. So I grabbed it from my library and I will be listening to it because I'm going out for an MRI. So I'll be gone for a couple of hours, but I'll just be listening to the book. Now, I have read all the books in the series. This is number 28. And the series is up to book number 32, which I have read and reviewed. So I want to go ahead and read that, get that reviewed, and put that on my blog. But as I was saying, my blog is showing, NetGalley is showing me that I have several titles that I never put in reviews for. So what I decided to do last night, I created another page on my Google spreadsheet and listed all of these books in the order in which they are going to be released, from oldest to newest. I think I did oldest to newest. I'm not sure if I did. But in any event, I want to do 3 of these a week. 3. So if I have 29 and I do 3 a week, 3 times 9 is 27. So it's going to take me a minute. It's going to take me 9 weeks. That's what it says. That's the math. It's going to take a month and a half. So that's my goal, to knock out all of those audiobooks. And maybe I'll be nice enough and organized enough to take screenshots of the 29 that I have yet to do. I want to clean that up. I'm very excited to clean that up. Of course, it'll raise my ratio by at least 1 if I can do it. So we'll see. I think that's about it. I am pretty happy with the way things are looking. And I will get back to you when I get back home. See how much of the Indy Carpenter book by David Rosenfeld. I want to see how far I got with that. All right. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Hi, and welcome back. I'm playing with angles. I don't know if it's because of arthritis or all the surgeries I have, but I have trouble sitting up straight. I've had like 6 back surgeries and I'm having trouble with my hips. So I'm trying for the better angle. I wish I could be with a background of books, but that's just not going to happen because I want to make vlogs, and reading vlogs, to me, at least the goal that I have, is 3 to 4 clips per vlog. And I'm not going to set up in the living room each and every time. So here it is. So today is Friday, November 7th, and I am working on vlog number 7. And I am doing much better than I was yesterday. I must admit to a rotten day yesterday and a rotten night's sleep and a terrible stomach bug, something I'm going through. All I know is today is better than yesterday, and I am grateful and I am appreciative and I thank God for it. So, since today's a better day, I did my Bible study lesson that we do on Sundays. I did that first thing, and I'm so glad I got it done. There were a lot of scriptures. So I'll go over it again tomorrow, and I'll go over it again Sunday morning so that it's fresh. So I'm happy about that. I also went out to have an MRI done on my left hip. It's giving me a lot of problems, and it's not responding to cortisone injections. So I had that MRI. Meanwhile, on my device, on my earbuds, I should say, I was playing "'Twas the Bite Before Christmas" by David Rosenfeld. Now, I knew when I picked up that audio book that it was going to be a quick read because it was a little over 6 hours. And at, say, 2.25 speed, that breaks down to maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I got a little bit of that listened to while I was out, and then when I came home, I was able to finish it. I also did two things that I cannot believe I did, is I wrote the review and published the review for "'Twas the Bite Before Christmas." I haven't been doing that this past week. The second thing that I did that I'm happy about is "Prowl," the book that I finished by Colleen Coble. Got that review up, posted, and ready to fly. So I still have, now because I downloaded a couple of books, I still have close to 10 November books, but that's going to happen, especially considering I do blog tours. But I'm not going to worry about that other than to show you which ones I did get and why I got them. So let me bring up my photos. All right. I got "Unmarried" by Emily Shiner. Now, according to NetGalley here, it says, and it should give me the deets that I want to give you. Yeah, it's the Perfect Couples Book 2 series. That's what it is. "Unmarried Perfect Couples Book 2 series," and I will pop up an image. So I decided, and this doesn't come out, well, actually it comes out this month, November 19th. So since it's the second book in the series, I went to Amazon to see if it was on Kindle Unlimited, and it was. But I also clicked buy it for 99 cents. And lo and behold, Audible has a 3-month subscription for 99 cents per month. So I subscribed, and I will consider a few months down the road if I want to keep it. So I was able to get the first book in that series, which is "Uninvited." So those are the two Emily Shiner books that I got that will be read in the next 7 to 10 days. And then I also got book number 18 in the Detective Gina Hart mystery thriller or crime thriller. It's more like a crime thriller. I have read I'm pretty sure I've read all the books in this series. There are two series that I'm way deep into from Bookature where I didn't get the first or second done, but I'll confirm that before I make a review. So that's not due, that book doesn't come out until December 17th, so it's going to go into a different spot on my spreadsheet. I'm not worried about that. Lisa Unger has a book that's coming out in March, and I downloaded it maybe 2 months ago because it was expiring on the NetGalley app in 2 days. I'm like, why is it expiring? The book doesn't come out for several months. So I did ask on the NetGalley Readers Group on Facebook if anybody knew if there was any way to re-download that book. Of course, everybody suggested that I just send it to my Kindle because it would never expire, which is automatic. As soon as I download a book and put it in the list, I hit send to Kindle. So I have that. But when you use the NetGalley app, you get to use the read aloud feature. If you click the three dots on the right in your book on the NetGalley app, not Kindle, because Kindle disabled read to text. It has NetGalley app has a read aloud feature, and I love to use the read aloud feature because it allows me to get other things done at the same time. But I have been doing something different. Mostly the latter part of last month and so far all of this month is I have been immersion reading. Circle of Days, Audible versus audio versus digital. Any book that I've listened to in the last, I'd say 4 to 6 weeks, I've been doing immersion reading, and I love that. That makes me happy. So I'm going to pop this arc for Served Him Right up to you guys so that you can see that it's something that I will be reading in the future. So I think that's about it for this session, other than for me to tell you that the next book I am going to be reading is actually an audiobook, and it is by Mary Burton, and it is called What She Saw. I've only listened to the first 10 minutes or so I'm just curious because a character, and I haven't gotten his name yet because literally I'm 5 or 10 minutes into the book. The very first scene is a man is laying on a cot, handcuffed to the cot, and in first person he's saying 30 years ago he was convicted of a crime, or should I say a murder that he did not commit. He's up for parole, and an attorney is coming to him to talk to him about that. That's why I am in the book. An investigative reporter returns to the scene of a decades-old crime to put her own unsettled past to rest in this chilling suspense novel by New York Times bestselling author Mary Burton. And it's about a cold case reporter named Sloan Grayson, and she's come to the small mountain town in Virginia to solve a mystery. And then the crime, remember I said the prisoner? Well, 30 years previously, her mother was one of 4 women who vanished during a music festival, and now she wants to solve her mother's murder 30 years later. So I'm looking forward to really getting into this book. I'm not going to read them. I never do. But the average rating from 5 members on NetGalley is 3 stars. So we'll see what I think. I'm trying to make up for the last few days for when I wasn't feeling well. And I think that's it. So I would check in with you later, especially after I've had a chance to really dig deep into, or should I say, sink my teeth into Mary Burton's What She Saw. Okay, my last check-in for this video. I did not finish What She Saw by Mary Burton because, let's face it, I'm a sleeping girl right now with the season change, the time change, and a fibromyalgia flare. But I am 65% in. I won't finish it today, but I will finish it tomorrow morning, maybe before my first check-in. Yeah, maybe I'll do my first check-in after I finish that. I didn't get any more reviews written, and I didn't get any more galleys. So I don't have much more to add in other than I have checked into each and every stream on the NetGalley November 2.0 sprint train, but I haven't stayed awake through many of them. But I've been there. They're running in the background. The creators are getting watch hours and getting the support that way. So, like I said, just a quick check-in. That'll be it for now. I will probably touch base with you after I finish What She Saw by Mary Burton. Thank you for watching.